Coach, roll tide. It's good to see you. It's a new week, but I want to reflect first of all on what we saw the last two games for Alabama. Tough loss against Texas, but how'd your team back it up with a solid performance on Sunday at Ole Miss?
I just think that when you have adversity, it either works on you or you work on it. And obviously, Thursday night was nothing that we're about. And I loved our kids' response. I loved our staff response. And, the ability to have short term memory, good or bad, as I often say, I thought our response was really special for 35 minutes of that Ole Miss game. So, our goal is always to be 2-0 at the end of the week. We're 1-1. A road win in this league in that environment. It was really great. I'm really proud of our team.
Been interviewing you post game for about 11 years now. When you first sat down, that was about as emotional as I've seen you after a win. Was it just the grittiness your team showed that got to you so much?
It was, just there's nothing better as a coach than seeing your team, win like that on the road with the adversity. Just really proud of them. And everybody knows I'm a little emotional, but I couldn't have been prouder. And I say this a lot. I know I use that phrase, but that was an incredibly special. We leave Texas, Roger. That's one of the bumpiest flights I've ever been on. We get diverted to Birmingham. I think I went to bed at 3:58. I know our team probably maybe an hour or two before that. And then, just the adversity. That was one of the worst nights. And our response to come back to work on Friday, Saturday, hit the road again. That's tough. And, I I saw a lot about the character and the makeup of this group from day one, but that just put an exclamation point on who I know they are and what they can become. And we're going to have, some adversity moving ahead, I'm sure. So we're going to have to handle that. And if we can handle adversity, that's going to prepare them for life.
We've seen a really good role for Eris Lester on this team as a freshman, but how important as well is it to get some minutes for Chloe Spreen, Leah Brooks in the last couple games?
Well, it's important, and I think that, their response in practice, it starts in practice, and have seen them grow and just excited about their future. I know that, when you look across this league, there are very few freshmen. I think Ole Miss had one. I think Florida had one. I don't think Missouri had any. Texas had one. It's a very difficult league. It's a very old league. It's a mature league, and that's what the portal has done. So for our young kids to use practice as their game each and every day, continue to grow and get better. And obviously, we're shorthanded. They've really done a great job of trying to step up.
They really have, and your veterans also stepping up in a large way. Obviously, Zay Green with a great performance against Ole Miss, and then Aaliyah Nye finding her shot from beyond the arc. How important was that in Alabama's victory?
Well, Aaliyah did an unbelievable job. I think she got one shot against Ole Miss a year ago. The way she worked, her spacing, her ability to have a change of pace, utilizing her screens. We were fortunate to get some stops, find her in transition. So it was a multitude of ways, but it's her energy and her effort. When you allow yourself to be guarded, or you're going to have a change of pace, and you can't continue to do and get open the same way every single time. And that's something she's really matured. I think if you've ever wondered if she can play at the next level, that's a perfect game because of the intensity that Ole Miss plays with defensively. It was just an unbelievable job with her effort, and you're happy to see her sustain that and be able to make some shots with probably tired legs. So her conditioning, her toughness, a really great day for Aaliyah, and her teammates did a good job. Zay had 27 with Madison Scott on her, and they were switching 1 through 5. And so you either allow that to affect you or you find other ways to get open. And both of them did a good job. They had 9 assists and 2 turnovers. That's crazy numbers for both of them. And, on a day where it was really hard, they found other ways to impact and get open and get some buckets and get to the free throw line.
So a week away from home for the Crimson Tide. Now you're back at home coming up this Thursday night against South Carolina, and what is going to be a top 20 atmosphere, Alabama against South Carolina. What do you want to see from the fan base and the students on Thursday night supporting this women's basketball team?
Well, they say if you build it, people will come. We need folks to come, and we need folks to come back, and we need folks to be at every single home game. Thursday night at 7, the 23rd, Vandy at 1. So it's not just about Thursday; it's about each and every game. I mean, this team, 16 wins, 2 losses. We need folks to come out and support us. Regardless of the opponent, this team deserves for folks to be in the stands. We're excited for Thursday night. We just played, and wow, what a crazy crowd at Ole Miss. I think there were 8,000 in there, and We kind of kept them out of it at times. They got in it late. So, we all know that a home court advantage can really make a difference. And we hope our folks will come out and continue to support this team here in the end of January and early February on into February.
Two teams meeting up on Thursday. They're at the top of the SEC standings, Alabama and South Carolina. Just what have you noticed about the Gamecocks so far this year?
Well, again, they're number two in the country. They're top five in nearly every category. I mean, they're big, they're physical, they're so well coached. I mean, obviously, we have our hands full. And I think it's going to be really important. Again, the little things make a big difference. You can't not box out, and you've got to be fundamentally sound with that. You just got to, run through with two hands. And we all know when we can get stops. I think it's going to be imperative we get our transition game going because they're very difficult to play against in the half court when you allow them to get their defense set. And you have to take care of the basketball. I mean, their pressure defense, their ability, their size, they're just extremely well coached and very talented. And, they're the standard in this league. And the opportunity that we have on Thursday night to come out and do something really special, our kids, we want them to embrace that challenge.
Coach, we look forward to it. Thank you for your time. Roll Tide.
Thank you. Roll Tide.